Good morning, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Okay. So, can you just remind me what we have studied yesterday?
Uh, about the types, basic types, enumerated types, voids, derived types, about data types, sir. And yes, sir.
Okay. So, any doubt from that?
No, sir.
Okay. So, today let's discuss something already. This thing we have discussed last class, the constant. Two types of constant are there, primary constant and secondary constant. In primary constant, we take integer, real and character, and in secondary constant, we take array, pointer, structure, union and enum. Okay. So now in the numeric constant, if we discuss about the character constant and the string constant, and you see in the numeric constant, it is consist of digits. Okay, suppose I say 7, 8, 10, 12, whatever I may say the integer, then this integer means numeric value means integer digit. So all these things are taken as numeric constant. So the maximum or the minimum size of this integer constant, numeric constant is 2 byte and the maximum size will be 4 byte. So what is the concept of byte? Already we have discussed. 1 byte equal to 8 bit. So 8 bit means 2 to the power 8 number of data. This amount of data it can be stored. Okay. So when we write any numeric constant, we did not give any comma between them. Suppose I write that 5637. So this 5637 will be in a float, but there is no comma or dot between them. Okay. So the range of this numeric constant is from -32768 to +32767. And if it is a 32-bit compiler, then it is taken the 4 byte. If it is a unsigned integer, unsigned numeric, then it is take the 4 byte of space. Okay. So already we discussed in the number system, that is binary, octal, hexadecimal, decimal, all these number system you are acquainted with. Next is your real constant. Real constant means it is a floating point value. Floating point value means it has a digit and it will separated between a dot symbol. Okay, decimal point symbol. So this real constant may be positive or it may be negative. So, are you able to understand what I explained? Okay. So, when we write any constant, either it is numerical or real, there is no blank space allowed between these any two digits. We do not give any blank space. Next is in the real constant, we can represent it. You see, 3.6 into 10 to the power 5, we can represent this constant in real like this. 3.6 e plus 5. 3.6 e plus 5. This is equivalent with 3.6 into 10 to the power 5. So this is the real constant. So if it is a float or double, if it is a floating constant, we represented it as small f, and if it is a double, then we represented it as a capital F. So the next previous class we have already discussed the ASCII value. As we discussed, the computer does not understand any language. So all the language respective character is converted to its equivalent binary code. Every character have a value of digital value, that is the ASCII value. So this ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is a organization who fixed all the value of our alphabet, digit, special symbol, whatever it may be. All the ASCII value is prefixed by this organization, and this value, this numeric value is converted into the binary value, that is 0-1 format. Then this 0-1 format is represented with the ASCII value. This represented as the ASCII value. So now you see A to Z, capital A to Z, whose ASCII value is stats, the capital A, whose ASCII value is 65, capital B, ASCII value is 66. Like this, capital Z has the ASCII value of 90. Similarly, from small a to Z, small a, the ASCII value is 97, and small z, the ASCII value will be 122. And for the digit 0 to 9, 0 has the ASCII value 48, and 9 has the ASCII value 59. So for the semicolon, the ASCII value will be this 59. So this is all about your real constant. Then in string constant or character constant, so the set of characters, if I say A or B, if it is a one digit, then it is called as a character. When a combination of characters are there, it is called as. So the set of characters are called the string, and when the sequence of characters are enclosed within a double quote, then it is called as a string constant. Very important thing. What is the difference between string and string constant? A string is a combination of sequence of character, but string constant is a combination of sequence of character and it is enclosed within a double quote. So,
Sir, your voice is not coming clearly, sir.
Acha. Now it is audible?
Sir.
Yes. So I am discussing the string constant. Whenever there is a combination of character, it is called a string. And when this string is quoted within a double quote, it is called a string constant. And all the string constant is ended with a null character, so that we know that it is a string constant. All the string constant is ended with a null character. This is the last symbol which is automatically given by the compiler. So here, whatever I write inside a double quote, it is called a string constant. So 908, though it is a numeric, since it is quoted within a double quote, it is a numeric, a string constant. Whether it is a digit, it is also a string constant. Whether it is a character, but if it is a string constant. When we say it is a character, if I give the single quote, you see, there is a difference between this A and this A. Very important thing. This A and this A is different because the first one is a string constant and the second one is a character. The second one having the value, ASCII value 65, but the first one, it is only a constant, it has no ASCII value. Very important. So this is string constant. Next is symbolic constant. Symbolic constant means sometimes we have to define the value of a variable and we use that variable for their particular value. So you see here I write a syntax has defined max 10, means wherever my max is there inside the program, it is replaced with the value 10. It will be replaced with the value 10. So whenever in a program I need this 10, I use instead of 10, I use max. Okay, so this max is always treated as a defining constant. So this used inside a program. So this is all about your constant. Next we go to variable. So as you know, variable already we have discussed previous class. It is a location inside a memory. It is a name inside a memory location. So variable is a name. So it is used to store the data or a symbolic name for storing the program. So this variable when we declare, it is declared from the beginning of a program. Whenever we start a program, so before using this variable, we must define all the variables from the beginning of our program. So all this naming convention is known as an identifier. Identifier is a name, keyword or anything else it is given in a program. Before using this program, we must declare all the variables, and the declaration of variable is like this. It has a name, it has a data type, and it has the range of the value of the variable. So here you see I have declared int a semicolon. So it is a declaration of a variable. So I say that the variable name is a and the variable data type will be int, and it is terminated, this semicolon symbol means this instruction ended with this semicolon. So my variable declaration is now int a, which is defined before your starting of your main program. So this variable is declared. Then we can initialize the variable also. If I want that my variable has an initial value or constant, I can define this variable like this. We can assign the initial value to a variable. For example, suppose I want to print a 20 to 30 a value, then I have to assign the first variable first place as 20. So I write int a equal to 20. The variable is initialized with an assignment operator. So we know more about the operator later. So assignment operator is used to assign a value to a variable. And the expression, as you know, the expression is a combination of operator and operand. So all the combination of this variable and your this operator. So we need the expression is the combination of operator and operand. Operator means plus, minus, into, there are so many operators we'll discuss. The operand means your value A, B, C, D, these are the operand. So here you see I written int z equal to x plus y. So here z, x, and y are the operand and the plus is the operator and this is equal operator. So for this operator I just want to share another take 1 minute. See what is in C operator, operand and expression and statement. These four things are frequently used in a C program. So operators are the symbols which take one or more operand. Suppose I say A plus B or 5 plus 6 or 5 minus 4, whatever I say. So here we involve two operand and one operand. Sometimes we say minus 5, minus 3, plus 4. So like this plus symbol will act as a unary operator here. And the operand are the variables or expression which are used to conjunct between the operator. Suppose A plus B, so plus is working as a conjunctor here. So combination of operand and operator is form an expression. These expressions are the sequence of operators, operands and the punctuator that specify in the computation. So evaluation of expression is based on the rules. You must know that the Bodmas rule there is followed by in mathematics, that also same rule is followed here. So B means bracket, O means off, D means division, then addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So this expression gives a resultant value and this resultant value will store in a variable. So here you can see A equal to B plus C denotes the expression where we involve three operator and two operand. One of the operand is the arithmetic operator, one of the operator is the equal operator. So based on the arity, the operator is classified as three. So one is your null, no operand is there. One is your unary, one operand is there. And one is your binary where the two operand is there. One is your trinary where the three operators are there. So in this ternary operator, the two operator involved to evaluate a program. So here you can see this operator. So we can know the you see here I have defined one program. Just I have defined int A3 equal to 11, 12, 13. It is a declaration of an array. So I have to represent or print this array like this. So how it will happen, I will just show you. This unary operator is consist of the plus symbol as a prefix and the unary minus operator is used the minus symbol as a prefix. So another operator is plus plus or minus minus. The plus plus has also two types. One is your postfix, one is your prefix. The postfix means the value of the variable is assigned, then they increase. And the prefix means the first the value will be increased, then it is assigned. So this is plus plus and minus minus. This is the post increment and this is the symbol for pre-increment. If the post increment I write AB plus plus, then in pre-increment I have to write plus plus AB. So when we declare this is the arithmetic operator, so arithmetic operator is consists of all the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus operator. And if it is a relational operator, then it is consists of your less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. So besides, these are the relational operator, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, or greater than, equal to. We can denote it like this. Next is your equal operator or assignment operator. Equal operator means in double equal to is called the equal operator in C. In your generally in mathematics, a single equal to denotes the equal operator, but in case of a computer, for equaling a value, we have to put the equal operator as two assignment symbol or two equal to symbol. And if we give a single equal, then it is treated as the assignment operator. So very important question, the difference between the equal operator and the assignment operator. So the last, this symbol is the not equal to symbol, so equal to followed with a exclamation mark, it is called as a so not equal to operator. And then we have to know the logical operator. Logical operator is logical and, logical or, and logical not. So these operators are used when the both logical and operator gives the value, the Boolean value. If this first value is true and second value is true, then only your third value is going to true. If any of the value is false, then your resultant will be false. So here the operand is this operator plays the role of the logical operator. This is the logical not operator. If I say what is the value of logical not 0, then my answer is 1. And if I say the negation of negation 1 or logical not operator I will use, it is just reverse. Matlab, if it is true, your negation will be false. If you are false, your negation will be just the reverse. It is called the logical not operator. You see how logical operator is working. You see the 0 plus 0 is give you 0, the output is 0. 0 and 1, output 0, means in case of logical AND, if both the input are true, then only your result will be true. If any one output will be false, then the result will be false. For example, you see this example 1, logical AND operator 4, and how it is determined. The binary representation of 1 is 0, 0, 0, 1. So are you all comfortable with the number system, na? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you all comfortable with the number system? You know how to convert from one number system to another? Yes?
This is coming, sir. There.
Yes?
I have
Yes, sir.
problems. Yeah. I have problems, sir, in there.
Your name, please?
Bhagirath query, sir. Bhagirath.
Okay. What problem you are facing? Just tell me, I will explain.
This number system one, sir. This 100 means which time true false time.
Okay. So let me share with you. Just wait for 1 minute. I will open a screen. See. So suppose I say a number decimal to binary. In daily life, we are using a number system that is called decimal number system, as you know. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Computer not understanding it, so we have to convert the decimal number to binary number. So how I will convert? Suppose the decimal number I will say 54. So I want that what is its binary. Then what I will
Oh,
do?
this is
I have to divide this 54 with 2 now. Since I have to do it binary, the base will be 2. In decimal, what is the base? Do you know? In decimal, what is the base? In the decimal system, what are the digits we are using? Can you say? The decimal number system, we use the digit from 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? And your base will be 10. Suppose 54, how can I write in the symbolic format? 5 into 10 to the power 1 plus 4 into 10 to the power 0. ऐसे लिखते हो कि नहीं लिखते हो?
yes, sir. लगता हूँ, sir.
Hello, sir.
हाँ. So I can write 54 like this: 5 into 10 to the power 1 plus 4 into 10 to the power 0. Okay. So here the base will be 10, and if it is binary, so binary base will be 2, and the digits we are using in binary is what? 0 and 1. बाइनरी में 0 and 1 यूज होता है ना? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So here I have divided 54 by 2 equal to 27. Then my remainder will be 0. Next, whatever value coming 27 divided by 2, value equal to 13, and remainder is 0, 1. Then 13 divided by 2 equal to 6, remainder 1. 6 divided by 2 equal to 3, remainder is 0. 3 divided by 2 equal to 1, remainder is 1. Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir. I understood. Yes.
So whenever I want to represent it, then I can represent it 54 equal to, I can click from here, this side to offside I will take. So 1, I have to write here 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 1 0. So this is my binary representation of 54 decimal is equivalent with 54 decimal is equivalent with binary. Are you understand?
Yes, sir.
Then how can I check that whether it is true or false? So for that I have to write equal to, I can count how many digits here. How many digits here? 6.
6. Yes.
Okay, so I have to write here 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 0 into 2. So here what I can do, since it is 6 digits, I start giving the power from 0. I have to write here 0, here I have to write 1, here I have to write 2, here I have to write 3, here I have to write 4, and here I have to write 5. So 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 0. Are you able to understand this thing?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Then here, what is the value? 1 into 2 to the power 5. What is the value? What is the value of 2 to the power 5?
32, sir.
So 1 into 32, what is the value?
32.
So what is the value of 2 to the power 4?
16 to the power 16.
16
16,
into
sir.
1.
16 into 1,
What
16.
is the value of 2 to the power 3?
8.
8 into 0. What is the value?
8 into 0.
8 into 0? 0
Yes.
or 1.
Yes.
What is the value of 8 into 0?
0, sir.
8 to the power 0.
Okay, very good. So what is the value of 2 to the power 2?
4.
4
Oh,
into
yeah.
1? 4.
4.
2 to the power 1?
2.
2 into 1?
That-
1. What is the value of 2 to the power 0?
0.
No. Any to the power
1, sir.
0
1,
is
1.
value to 1.
1, 1.
1 into 0. 1 into 0?
0.
0, sir. 0.
Yes.
So now add it. What is the value? Tell me. What is the value? Is it 53? Is it correct?
Yes, sir. Correct. 53.
Yes, yes.
So now you see, we convert here 54, but how it is give the reminder, why it is give 53? Tell me where is the mistake? Mistake is here. 2 to the power 1 is 2. 2 into 1, its value is not 1. This value is 2. Okay.
Yes.
2 to the power 1, what is the value? 2. 2 into
2 to the
1,
power
what is the value? 2. Now it is 54, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me. So if it is 54, so our equivalent number required is 54. That means this is the what we have converted. It is true. So this is called your in number system. It is called your decimal to binary, and here this one is called your binary to decimal. Binary to decimal. Okay.
ठीक है, sir.
Bhagirath, have you able to understand how 10 is coming?
Yes, sir. I understood, sir, now.
You can do some more number system. You can practice it. Then you will know about it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So here, like this, here in our system, when we take the 0, 1 to 1, so it is
Yes.
what it will happen 0, 1 to 1. So if I take 1 and 4, so let me open that thing. Here you see 1 and 4. So 1 binary value is 0, 0, 0, 1, and 4 the binary value will be 0, 1, 0, 0. So the resultant will be 0 and 0. The value is 0. 0 and 1 value is 0. 0 and 0 value is 0. 1 and 0 value is 0. So its resultant will be 0, 0, 0, 0, which is equivalent to the 0. So if anybody asks what is the value of 1 and logical and 4, then you can say its value is 0. 0 means it is false. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Let me stop here. In the next class, we will read more about your these operators or different operators and the operation in that operator.